Hi, my name is Rachel Nightingale, and I'm the author of the Tales of Taria series, which is a historical fantasy trilogy that starts with Harlequin's Riddle. My story, Riverbend, is set in an Australian regional town, and it is a fairy tale about the weather, drought, rain, and the magical creatures that exist in the Australian landscape. Though voices pattered like rain on a tin roof, and impassioned roared like thunder before a deluge, none at the town meeting could find an answer to the problem of why the river had dried up. It can't just be the drought, the wheat farmers argued. We've had drought before, and worse than this one, but there's always been a trickle at least. Now the riverbed is as dry as toast, and winter normally brings at least some rain, but not this time. Everyone nodded their agreement. Riverbend will die without water, the shopkeepers moaned. The land is turning brown. No one comes anymore to spend their holidays fishing and splashing and relaxing. Our town was once a jewel, an oasis. Now it's covered in dust. Something must be done, murmured the school principal. He did not need to speak loudly, as everyone who'd grown up under his rule at the one local school knew to listen for his voice and to obey his commands swiftly. Yes, something must be done, the townsfolk took up the cry. Their calls for action were like runaway sparks across dry tinder. Sensing the mood, the mayor stood before a true blaze of ire could erupt. In flaming scarlet robes and sparkling gold regalia, he commanded the room. Perhaps our local scientist can investigate. A susurration of confusion blew across the crowd until they saw the direction of the mayor's gaze. One at a time, all heads turned towards Irma Wells, the science teacher of the local high school. She was an outsider, having only lived in the town for 5 years. Irma was shy when not in front of a class. She had run away from the big city to find a quiet haven, and for the most part Riverbend was exactly that. People left her to herself, as long as she made the occasional appearance at community events. Being a teacher allowed her the perfect excuse for not being a busy socialite. There was always marking, or classes to plan, or excursions to organise. She was a good teacher, engaging even the most reluctant student in science because of her passion for the subject. Little was expected of her outside the classroom, until now. The weight of 100 pairs of eyes made her shift in her seat. Miss Wells, the mayor intoned, will you do this for us? Will you investigate why the river has dried up? Feel free to use your powers of science. She could feel their expectations, their hopes, pinned on her answer. The mood could turn in a moment. She accepted the quest.